What remaining free agents should the Chicago Bulls go after, if any? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, guys, hit that big subscribe button down below. Please make sure to follow me on my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so we know the Bulls roster is, for the most part, pretty much set. We've got about 13 players that I feel like the roster's set for, which leaves 2 roster spots open, all right? Because you can have up to 15. Now, I'm not counting Marko Simonovic, who has a team option that I think the Bulls should completely decline. Like, Marko has not done anything to be deserving of holding on to a roster spot, but we also haven't given him playing time. Either which way, I'm done with Marko. And then the other guys, Carlik Jones, again, he was a G League player. I'm good moving off him. So if we have 2 roster spots left, let's just say even using one of them. And the fact of the matter is that in terms of the money, we could just sign some vet minimums because, again, we don't want to go into the tax, as in the ownership won't go into the tax, even if Bulls fans want to. I'm strictly talking about guys that you could sign for basically the vet min. And that's really what's out there. It's not a lot. It's a little barren, but that's what we're dealing with. And what do the Bulls need at this point? Well, they addressed a couple of their needs this offseason with shooting, right? They added Javon Carter, a 40% three-point shooter. They added Torrey Craig, who's also a very solid three-point shooter. They brought back Kobe, who's a good shooter. Then they brought back Vooch, who's a good shooter. They addressed shooting. They addressed the point guard spot in Javon Carter. I'm not saying he's the greatest facilitator in the world, but he is a solid and stable point guard, all right? So they addressed that. Then, what else is there left for them to address? There's still 2 things that they need. And let me just say before that, they also addressed wing depth with Torrey Craig, by the way, which we needed that. And of course, that 3-and-D shooting. They addressed defense as well. So if they've addressed all of those things, what's left? 2 things: size and rim protection. All right, we still don't have that on the roster. Nikola Vucevic is not a rim protector, and neither is Andre Drummond. All right, both of them have size, but we need rim protection. And we need more size overall still, with just those 2 guys being the only bigs on the team. The 3 guys I'm looking at, folks, in no particular order. Actually, I do have an order. Actually, let me rephrase that. I do have an order. But the 3 guys I'm looking at: Trendon Watford, Bol, and Mo Bamba. All right, let's talk about each of them. Trendon Watford. He was on the Blazers last year. Very young player. I think he's like 22, 23. He got waived. They let him go, which made no sense to me when I saw it, man, because he got a lot of playing time at the end of the season with the Blazers kind of, being out of contention. And he was able to produce, man. On the year, he averaged 7.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, but that was only in 19 minutes. You give this kid some playing time, he's going to be able to produce, and he can play the 4. You can kind of bring him in as a bigger body, if you will, and I think he's got the potential to be solid. Good rebounder, like I said, a good solid scorer in limited minutes that he was given. So I think he's a guy who certainly I would take a chance on. Like, he's got more upside than wasting another spot on Marko Simonovic. All right, that's where I'm basically at with this. All right. Then let's talk about Bol. He just got waived by the Orlando Magic. Another move that I was kind of surprised by. Bol's massive, man. He's 7'2", obviously the son of Manute Bol. And he averaged 9 points, almost 6 rebounds in 20 minutes last year. Opportunity is huge in this league. If you get the opportunity, can you produce? And Bol showed that in limited minutes, he could produce. And he is a guy, just from the sheer fact of his size, could be a rim protector for us. And, obviously he's got a little bit of a versatile skill set, if you've seen. And so to me, why not take a chance on him as well? I think all of these guys we can get for the vet mints. And the last guy I'm going to talk about is Mo Bamba, who I've kind of hammered the drum on, a 7-footer who can shoot the 3, shot 39%, 38-39% in the past 2-3 seasons. And his last season with Magic averaged 10 points and 8 rebounds, I believe. And that was in, I think, 25 minutes of playing time. So again, we're talking about opportunity here. These guys all can be had for the vet min, very cheap. And they give you size, they give you rim protection, and they are guys that give you potential that you are not getting if you waste a roster spot on, again, like a guy like a Marko Simonovic. So I wanted the Bulls to go ahead and sign one of these guys. My order would be Bamba 1, Bobo 2, and then Trenton Watford 3. There's other guys out there, man, like a Christian Wood or a Grant Williams, but we're not going to have money for them, and they're not rim protectors, right? They're not guys that give you that, and even size-wise, they don't give you much. So to me, I'm going to go ahead and say I'll take these guys over them because it's more realistic options. They're cheaper, and they address those needs you're looking at. So let me know what you guys think, man. Who do you guys feel like the Bulls should sign that's out there? I think we got 2 more roster spots left, and basically signing these guys for vet min, so you don't have money. But there's still some guys out there. That's who I like. Let's hear yours. As always,